decided to do this is because we don't have a more special place or experience than this weekend. This is a bit of
It's our North Star every year now that we've been, this is our second year, we're coming every year. I hope we get invited.
So we wanted to tell the Pod Squad about it. We wanted to tell the people who listen all over the world every week about this place and you people. And so we're here with two of the most important people in our hearts and lives. You know them, they're Brandi and Kath.
Brandi Carlile and Catherine Carlile, for those listening.
And one of the reasons why I'm excited to do this is because Brandi and Kath are hard to give compliments to. It's like there's some kind of Teflon situation that happens where I don't know if they're just so used to hearing gratitude and awe from people. And so I just actually had to make it my, I needed you to be on my show so I could tell you things and you'd have to sit there. Right. What I'd like to do first is to ask Brandi first to use whatever language is available to you in this moment to try to describe to the Pod Squad what Girls Just Want a Weekend is. What is this? What is happening? Exactly.
Good luck.
I mean, I just have to start by saying it's just so important to me. I need it so much as a reminder of how people can be when they get together en masse, and how, we were talking earlier about swarm intelligence, how you see these flocks of birds change direction, and you're like, how are they communicating with each other, or flying fish or bees or something like that. And there's just something beautiful about the fact that we are meant to be innately connected to one another, and spiritually aligned. And we come to this place and everybody just gets it. And even the new people, you just get here and you get it. It's a little culty, but that just doesn't bother me. I think it... I just think it's innately good, I was telling Shania the other night, because Shania was just hasn't ever seen anything like this before. And, I'm always a little worried about what outsiders are going to think when they come in and see how we all behave for 4 days. But she was pretty stoked, and I was trying to tell her, I was like, when Lilith Fair came to town in 1997, I was 16 or 17 years old. And it was kind of the first big thing I got to do on my own with a group of friends. And we were in this little sapphic rock band and just living our best lives in the sun at Lilith Fair. And I remember I had money to buy a big gulp-sized Mountain Dew, and I was all sunburned like a baby dyke with my hair all cut short. And I remember just standing in this line to go get my Mountain Dew, and there was this woman that was just like, honey, come here. And she just put sunscreen all over my shoulders. And she said, you can buy one thing with that money, and that's water. And I was like, I'm not gonna get away with shit here. But there was just something about, and then it was all her friends were the same, and then, and then I met somebody else that was like, well, who were you with? You need to sit with us, there was just this thing that was taking place where women were put into positions of agency, autonomy, and power. Something happens to the people that go to support that. And I think that might be minimizing what's happening here, because I'm learning that it might be more powerful than that, but it has something to do with it, and I kind of feel like I'm 16 again every time I'm here.
How does it make you feel, Kath?
First of all, this is terrifying. Speaking of hard things, I don't know whose idea it was to give me a microphone and have me talk. But seriously, I just feel really proud of the lineup, proud of the work and effort it takes for our incredible crew and team to put this on. There are so many people responsible for this. Special shout out to Snelly Cat. And just really proud of the community that really built this. because people keep saying, "This is so amazing what you and Brandi have built here," and I say, "It's not us. It's you. It's you." And for as long as you keep showing up, and we'll keep showing up, and it's just a privilege and an honor to do this every year.
We won't let you down. We'll work long days, anything we can to be worthy of what you guys create here.
I just want to do more of a detailed, like, what is it? So,
5 words.
you know, just like,
So it's like a flock.
What
It's
is
like
it?
a flock of
We
birds,
have some
and
guidelines.
then suddenly we change direction.
for the listener, I'm saying for the listener who has no idea what we're talking about.
Okay. I'm talking to them. I need to be talking about
Like,
them. I understand.
in
I
the
understand.
spirit.
I didn't even think of that. I thought, great, we're a flock of birds.
This is a group of thousands of people who are witnessing and enduring a world adjacent to, if not completely entrenched in turmoil. Coming together for 4 days every year, not to leave their emotions and their feelings and their fears at the door, but to fully bring them in, break them apart, and share one another's burdens. To be here in support of each other, and to be here in the euphoria of music, under the stars, just being fully who they are, whatever that means, for 4 days.
It just comes out your mouth, just like that.
Well, I'm actually going to ask Glennon a question because I want to know what it means to you.
It meant something different last year. What it means to me this year, I keep having this challenge at Girls Just Wanna, which is that I just keep starting to cry constantly. And actually, everyone in our family, somebody breaks down every day, and it's like this huge thing, and then it's me maybe 4 or 5 times a day. And it's very hard to describe. It's not a feeling. It's not I'm happy or I'm sad. It is like a internal swelling that is just like being in the presence of complete truth and complete kindness. I guess it's love is what it is. It's just like, it's like coming out of my body or something in tears, and then it's like baptism all the time. But I also, what it means to me this year, we were talking about this earlier, like what we're gonna have to do this year in particular, like what is this gonna look like? And we're talking about how the language has been really around resistance for so long, and that's just not beautiful enough anymore. That like resisting something means that the thing that's most important is the other thing. It's in reaction to something. And, right? It's like the other thing is the most important and we're just reacting to it, but that is not what we're doing here. Like, I don't even know who else exists. And there was this artist named Toni Cade Barbera, and she said that the job of the artist is to make the revolution irresistible. And this is irresistible. You don't have to yell at anybody, actually. That's so exhausting. I'm so tired. Like, I just want joy and beauty and love and thisness. And then everybody else will be like, I want that. Right? So that's what it is to me. It's an irresistible revolution. And you guys started building. I know you're always like, it wasn't us. I mean, okay, all right. But it was definitely you. And you built it before we needed it. And when you say things like, we will show up as long as you show up, people don't say that shit. Like, that makes me want to cry that you said that.
Don't cry, Glennon. You know, in the production office we have a crying corner. I think we should have them at the festival too. We need to get crying corners.
Every corner would be a crying corner.
I will just take office hours there.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, let's do that next year.
They're already planning.
What do you want to talk about next, love?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can you talk to us about? We've had so many conversations over the last 8 hours, and I don't know how many of them are appropriate for public. So why don't you pick one?
We're all friends here.
Well, I think one of the things that this space and this weekend gives me is it allows me to be in my body and experience folks like Muna last night. And to be like really, really like raw and honest, there's like a kind of jealousy that lives in me for their expression and their freedom in their expression. And I don't know if any of the older lesbians in the room would understand what I'm saying, but I think that when I watch them perform, I think, you done good, kid.
Yeah.
And all of you, older lesbians who have charted the path, the ones that came before us, you've done good, kid.
It's all down to the things that, it's all down to the things that these people did when they didn't have a stage. Yep. And the fact that now it has a stage is just like, it's like being on a roller coaster watching that happen. But I know what you mean about that kind of little twinge of pain of like, oh.
I have a 15-year-old self, a 10-year-old self
Yeah.
who's like, oh, yes, and oh, I'm sad for you.
Yeah.
And that's all real, and it's so beautiful. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I just am so in touch, and it feels like so many things are happening every single day here that there's just like this instant like, whoa, this doesn't happen in the real world. And I'm just so grateful for this container because it allows me to see my growth. It allows me to see where I might be falling short or where I still have more growth to make. So it's just such a beautiful, everybody's so lovely and nice. So thank you for being so lovely and nice.
Is there a joint like pod in the future between you and Nuna? Because they love you guys.
I woke up this morning and I said, my sexuality is Muna.
This is now news to me. She did not tell me this. So
I'm Muna. I am Muna. I've already composed emails in my head about how I can get them to accept me as their queer elder auntie. Like
They want to like talk. I mean, this is like, you know who should talk about this is them. Because they actually have such insight. Like I've been able to pull them aside for a couple of conversations, and the things that they are thinking about, the things that they are saying, are so heartening and so beautiful and so exciting that you guys got to talk to them. Like,
okay. Well, is there any other way? Sounds scary, but no, I just love their joy and their freedom and their. I loved that they said just Venmo us. I was like, oh my God, you're just like taking away all the middlemen. Like there's something very revolutionary about that.
yeah, I was sitting with Shania, and she looked at me and she goes, "I trust her."
I
sent my money.
Whatever you want to do, Katie.
Yep. Anything you want us to do. Yep.
Because there's also like all the queer art can be so angsty and painful, and like it all has to be so, and to see them just be like, oh no, it's gonna be joyful. Like Silk Chiffon makes me, I'm like, yes, Silk Chiffon, shit, yes. Anyway,
we've gone down a little Luna track. Let's just bring it back.
Oh my God.
We're going to
like
talk
the
about
Luna track.
the sexuality thing later. I'm just like, which one?
Okay, so I want to go back to what you were talking about because, so this thing happened that I wonder if anyone can relate to. So we were at a bank, and
You were at a bank?
I know, it was so weird.
Did you say bank?
A bank. Yeah.
This is an old story.
Yeah.
Not in Mexico.
Who goes to a bank?
No. And the bank guy gave us a piece of paper, and it said, gave it to us at a table, and it said husband, wife. And I was like, first of all, are you serious? Like, are you looking, do you? And I said some things about how they might update their paperwork and that we wouldn't be at this bank anymore unless the paper was, and like the time to update their paperwork was like last century. And so it was just like, honestly, a normal Tuesday for me. And we left, and we got in the van, and Abby said, it makes me feel sad in moments like that because I think, why am I not brave like that? And I thought, it started this beautiful conversation, and it's because I grew up with straight privilege. When I walk into a room, I'm expecting to be treated with equality. Like, I'm expecting a certain thing. And how did you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up kind of hiding and apologizing for my sexuality a lot. It wasn't in any way celebrated, not only in my family, but in our communities and in our country and world. And I just felt kind of in all of those little microaggressive moments, I always just felt like, oh, I need to make myself smaller here and apologize for my space that I was occupying. And so when we got in the car, I was baffled that this 5'2", yes, you are 5'2", not 5'4", woman was just like,
I identify as 5'4".
So be it.
She just flung the papers across the table and she just said, fix this. I'm not signing something that doesn't make any sense to me.
But that wasn't my point. My point is that it was privilege, not courage.
I
You
understand.
were so brave. You paved the way for people like me to be like, I'm not taking this shit. Like, you did that. What does community mean to you two? I have never met anyone who does community like you two. This is just the tip of the iceberg of your lives. You have made me less afraid of people.
Yes. Thank you.
It's something
Wow.
very deep.
Like I call you.
Yeah, you call me. We'll talk
The
about
phone
that.
rings and you might answer.
Yeah, no, in a deep way. Like I was the way that you invite people into your lives in a way that you're not scared of. The way that you invite people on stages into your. What does community mean to you? And when you talk about it with each other, how do you make decisions about how you do it? Why does your life look like it looks?
I think it's completely unplanned, honestly. It's interesting because for us to be together, I had to emigrate. And I left my entire community behind. Maybe some of them here, they're probably drinking tequila or something like that. So I was kind of starting over with no friends and family, and it was just Brandi. And she already had this established community and family and friends around her. And I think initially I had like a little bit of resistance to it because I was a bit of a hermit too, but I honestly don't know how I could have made that transition without being welcomed immediately by her community. And I think it's so incredibly important. And I remember when Tim, because they didn't really know who I was. They hadn't met my friends, they hadn't really met my family, but they fully embraced me. And I remember for our London wedding, Tim comes to the London wedding, and I think it was the first time he'd met my community. And he pulled me aside and he said, "You've got so many friends." And I was like, well, yeah, I lived 30 30 years before I met Brandi. And he goes, if I'm honest, I was wondering whether you were a total loner and you would just kind of come over and, you know, move to America, and it just cracked me up because, what was the question?
It doesn't matter. Community you talk
It's essential. It's essential. Community is essential.
I love hearing you have to say that.
Yeah.
For all of the years that, I think, so Catherine, when she was in London, like, people would come to her door and knock on her door, and she would not come downstairs and answer the door.
Well, it had to be
She was just
scheduled.
like, it had to be scheduled.
British people schedule things, okay? We schedule cups of teas and FaceTime meeting and like months in advance.
Yeah.
So if your doorbell rings in Britain, you're like, who is that?
Yeah. And why are they here?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, my favorite song growing up was Car Wheels on a Gravel Road, because I just wanted to hear people approaching me. I just wanted to hear that there was constantly going to be someone in my space every day. And I have always really kind of doubled down on community, or, you know, I've been accused of being extremely codependent by mystery people. And I've dealt with the reality of that probably most of my life. And it's a bit of a controversial thing, you know. I think a lot about Joni's lyrics in that Hijira album about these pilgrimages and to flee with honor and to go and find yourself, and I get all that, and it may be a controversial take on things, but I just really fundamentally don't believe, correct me, fix me later, but I don't believe people are meant to be alone. Doesn't mean you have to be in a relationship, you know, it doesn't mean you have to be with your dysfunctional family if that's toxic for you. It just means you cannot become isolated and disenfranchised. You have to find your people so that you have support and spiritual alignment with your fellow human beings, because it helps you, it reflects who you are back onto you. And I don't know how to live without as many people as I can get my hands on.
I've spent many a day on a team and figuring out what like the art of teamwork and teammanship. And Brandi, I'm learning from you and Catherine. It's really an art, the way that you collaborate with all the people. And there isn't like this perception of hierarchy that you bring to any stage or any room or any conversation. You both are so open and generous with so much of your time and your heart. And I think you've chosen such a beautiful path for yourself in life. And I just want to, on behalf of this group, like, thank you for showing all of us like what true community builders can look like, and like how it can come to fruition in things like this.
I'm gonna put you on the spot in a moment, and I'm gonna go on about you two and community too in a second. But I want to say one thing about people that are exhausted by community, and how.
Like our daughter sometimes.
Yeah,
And me sometimes.
and it's not like it's not friction. It's not an inability to be with other people or acquiesce or be flexible. It's feeling too many people's feelings, taking on all that responsibility, and wondering how you could possibly conserve any energy when there are so many people in the room that you really just want to lean into.
Yeah, I think if you're an empath, it can be exhausting.
Yeah.
Yes, I sometimes think that I'm not a jerk. I'm just very sensitive. And I mean that in a way, like, truly, if I'm in a room with a lot of people, Abby and I can be in the same room and leave and report completely different experiences.
Yeah.
Right? It can be a lot for people. What about community is hard for you two?
Well, Brandi's stamina is just kind of unbelievable. The stamina for performance. But She's like the last one standing. I mean, me and the twins are like, can we leave this place? And she's like, just. So I think it's like a battery power thing. Like, I hide in bathrooms sometimes just to recharge and go back out so I can keep up with her. I mean, would that be true in your case? Like, how do you, actually, when her batteries do die, it's instant. And there are signs of that happening. It looks like this. I'm like, oh, it's happened, somebody save her, somebody save her. No, you don't get a warning, it just...
No, I think it's just that, like, and the kids know this, and Catherine knows this, and this is probably the biggest criticism that I've learned to sustain about it. It's like, Brandi's gonna Brandi. And it's like, from the time I was a kid, if somebody would come to my house, I would answer the door with a Nintendo controller in one hand, and flip the person off with the other hand, and go, there's lasagna in the fridge, fuck off, I'm gonna take a shower. And like, not be present, just do whatever I was gonna do anyway. And that's how I get through days like this, is just deciding on my own whether or not to wear makeup or get out of my pajamas. And I'm just gonna like turn up and be however I am, sorry. And that, hasn't always been great, but that's how I don't get tired, is I know I'm just gonna, I don't know how to not just be exactly how I am at all times. And that could mean totally ignoring someone or everyone while they're in my home.
I feel like that's actually quite profound. I mean, I remember somebody recently said to me, I had to show up for something, and I said, how do I do it? What am I supposed to do? And she said, just be yourself. And I said, I don't know how much longer I can keep that up. And then I thought, what the hell does that mean? And I'm not sure, but it's not that.
It's like a social problem I have.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
It does give me a lot of stamina because I'm not really rising to the occasion.
Yeah, that's good.
If you're always yourself, then you have nothing to worry about. Like, then the world's battery, it's your battery.
Yeah.
It's not the world turning the dial for you. You're turning it yourself. And so when you're tired, you're like, I'm out of battery. No problem.
Yeah, what do you have to offer me?
Exactly.
I'm tired. Welcome. Give me something. Give me energy or a new thing or a goss. Like, let's talk shit. Definitely always open to whatever I can get from another person. And now, Catherine, I would say you're like that. You don't have a choice because Americans, they just what? They just grab you. We don't let you go.
Well, I grab them too.
You're our Mary Poppins.
You know. But it's funny, it's like a dance, isn't it? There's signals. You know, when somebody's tapped out, you kind of step in and you take the reins. And one of Brandi's signals, which is really hilarious, is that when we have house guests sometimes and she's done, she goes to the piano and starts playing music. And I'm like, if you want people to leave your house, don't fucking go and play piano.
But I'm gone at that point. And then I'm in a piano and I'm just not there, you know.
This is good news.
So sad if we're at Brandi and Kat's house and Brandi starts playing the piano.
Has that ever happened?
No, I'm so grateful. Now I know. I'll be like, okay, see you later. We're out of here.
Does it take, here's the thing, this is gonna maybe sound like a weird question, but does building community take a lot of confidence? Like, I keep thinking, you just invited all these people here and just like assumed that people would come. Like, that's so terrifying.
And then everything will be okay.
Oh.
And that, we're not gonna have lightning every night. And that we're not all gonna get norovirus. And that, and it's like, it actually can be a bit, like, crippling fear sometimes for me because I'm just so afraid that whatever I told everybody to come do is gonna be like Fire Festival and it's just gonna be I cares about it, but it's not about me being victorious at the end of a successful weekend. It's about everyone else experiencing each other and me remembering that I'm really just a part of it.
What about you two? How does that translate to what you've built with We Can Do Hard Things and your listeners? And do you ever wonder whether they're going to show up?
It's That's a very good question, Glennon.
Okay, so what Abby's giving out with her sweet face is that we were just at lunch, and I would cut this part of the podcast, but so I actually have spent the last months, I decided that the podcast was going to be over in June. That it was just absolutely over. I am always so afraid that the world's going to get sick of me that I like to quit the world first. That's my dream. I'm really always thinking they're just so, they're going to get sick of me. Like I'm sick of myself. Like we should stop talking. And so I tend to like leave a conversation before, I'm always leaving conversations in the middle because I'm thinking this person doesn't want to talk to me. Like so then they're like, what's wrong with her? And does anybody do that? Like reject the world first before the world rejects you? Yeah. But I was talking to Abby and Alex at lunch today, and I thought, oh my God, what if Kath and Brandi didn't build this? Like, what if they just stopped showing up? And then we were in this moment in the world, and these particular people didn't have a place to come back to next year. Like, oh my God, what if they didn't do that? And I told Abby, like, I absolutely 100% cannot quit this thing in this moment. How many people show up, or how good it is, or how you look, or how brilliant you can be. It's not. It's like for all of us, it's just that little promise. Like if you keep showing up, I'll keep showing up. I don't know that there's anything more beautiful we can say to each other. If you keep showing up, I'll keep showing up. It's like a huge, bold promise. So my team is going to be very surprised when they hear this announcement. I mean, it's like literally.
This is huge. Like literally 3 hours ago, my life changed again.
This is huge.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and I think, I've known this all along, by the way, just to be clear. But Glennon is such an interesting artist, and she has to go through her own process to get to the start. And she's the leader of not just this podcast, but she's the matriarch of our family, and we're such a great duo. But at the end of the day, it's like, what else would we really spend our time and our life wanting to do? And this community that we've built is so beautiful and so important. And I think that this podcast is going to take many different forms. Who knows how it's going to look? Maybe it's going to change and morph into something new and beautiful and different. But this weekend kind of has made us understand that there has to be a holding place for people to go, especially coming tomorrow.
Yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We are so lucky to have you two. I'm not trying to air our dirty laundry or make our lives like too public, but the things that I have called you two for advice about, the ways that we have leaned into one another and our families and our kids, it's just really, it's been life-giving for our family. And I know that when we do that for each other, it has a ripple effect that can extend to all of our friends here. And it's pretty extraordinary, the things we've talked each other through.
For sure. Right back at you.
You're leaders in ways that I think people feel but don't overtly know.
They know.
They know. We know. They're behind almost everything the impact we write. That's the truth.
Should we take some questions?
I do think
from
it's
these
Q&A
love
time. We have, where are they? Devin, right
Right
here.